Punjab and Rajasthan that are playing the game tomorrow. And they're both coming off very interesting games, right?
Yes.
Very interesting games. They both ended on, well, one of them ended
Punjab fell just short.
Yeah.
And Rajasthan were winning and suddenly discovered, oops, there's a twist in the tail.
That's right. So both went to last ball thrillers but ended on the wrong side of them.
Yeah.
Right? Got to talk about Rajasthan's game because that happened a couple of days ago.
Yep.
Sanju Samson at the end of the game said that it was pretty much till the last ball. I think nobody knew they'd win till then.
Scary, man. I was doing the post-match presentation for that game and I said, I thought the game was gone, And he said, why? 45 of 3 overs. I told you the calculation a little while back. They're saying 45 of 3, it's game on. 2 people have to hit 22 of 9. You get 44 of 18, you won the game. Yeah. How do you get 22 of 9? He hits 2 sixes, he hits 2 sixes. Yeah. So all we've got to do is hit 4 sixes in 3 overs and the game is yours.
Yeah. That's grown from 40 off 3, hasn't it? Even in this tournament, I think in the last couple of years in T20 cricket, it was spoken of 40 off 3 overs is starting to become quite regularly achieved. But now to 45 off 3, like how far does it go? But that's interesting.
The nonchalance with which both Shubman and Rashid said, I mean, why were you thinking? He said 45 of 3, so we get those.
Yeah.
And Rashid just came, he cut a few trees like he does every time with his bat.
And also you're seeing that basically if you take it to the last 5, there are teams that have got 95. I think there was a team that got 100 the other day. 70, 75 is becoming, you don't really raise an eyebrow at 70, 75 in the last 5, which means that 45 in the last 3, suddenly as you do the math, you're like, well, okay, that makes sense.
Even if like the other day, you had your number 8 batting. Because with the impact sub, number 8 can bat. Earlier, if you came down to number 8, you were struggling with 45 of 3.
Yeah.
But
number 8, today Delhi with number 9.
Yeah.
Number 9.
74.
They got a partnership with number 9. Yeah. So it's happening. This is a team that is using the impact sub really well. It is Rajasthan. We'll have a look at their team. They may have lost the last game, but remember they won 4 on the trot before that. Yeah. So Gilly, you're not looking at any changes happening there. They'll probably play it the same way. They'll probably play the impact subs the same way. They may not get Keshav Maharaj in. They may not play 3 spinners.
Depends on if Sandeep Sharma is fit.
If Sandeep Sharma is fit, he comes back in for sure.
I don't know if they leave out Kuldeep Sen because he was bowling. I don't think he bowled a ball under 140 in his first spell.
Yeah.
And he got 3 wickets for nothing. So I don't know if how they'll react for Sandeep Sharma to come back. But if he comes in, that's probably the one change they're making. They won't make too many changes. Otherwise.
All right. But you don't see them playing 3 spinners in Mohali for sure. In Molanpur. For sure. 3 spinners is a rare thing. They probably just save that for Jaipur in the home games. But 3 spinners not playing there for them tomorrow.
Yeah, a bit like what we said earlier in the show. Settled teams are winning teams or are winning teams. Settled teams winning teams. Which way does it go? But you try not to tamper with it too much if you get some consistency going. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing how Jaiswal, he started to look like he got some timing in that last outing without converting to the big total. So always exciting to see him go.
And their batting, of course, is doing well. Jos Butler got some runs. Sanju Samson has been in absolutely hot form right through. As has Riyan Parag, that move to 4 has worked for them. Haven't seen much of Dhruv Jurel with...
is he playing?
Sorry?
Is he playing? He pops up on the screen sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, but otherwise you don't see much of him.
I saw a guy running at mid-wicket and I said, who's that? Looks like Dhruv Jurel, but I mean... It was him.
It was Dhruv Jurel. So their bowling's pretty settled, their batting settled. I guess they'll put that last ball loss behind them pretty quickly. You tend to do that when you've got 8 points out of 5 games and then move on to this one against Punjab, who can always be rocky. Now that's the thing with Punjab, right? They are unpredictable. They took it down to the very end in the previous game. It was the same 2 guys, Shashank and Ashutosh.
Correct.
They won one, almost managed. This would have been a heist. If they managed the last one, that would have been a proper heist.
Well, they were the beneficiaries of some extraordinary mishaps out in the deep, weren't they, in that last over?
Yeah.
3 drop catches in total, but 2 of them being parried for 6.
Yeah.
That is unheard of.
And they won by 2 runs because the last ball when they were batting had been parried over for 6.
Yeah.
Unadkat had 1 ball to play on the boundary, parried for 6. that gave them the
extra
cushion,
runs, yeah.
cushion
Yeah.
with which they won eventually. 29 to defend, and he conceded 26 with 3 catches going down.
True. It was the 3 catches, though. It was the 3 catches. But the Punjab team, when you have a look at them, they obviously need a lot more from their batters up top. And, well, I guess we're looking at Johnny Bairstow, aren't we? Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Shika too.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a 400-500 run player most years, so you could probably expect either of those two to fire a bigger shot pretty soon. I'm catching up a bit. Liam Livingstone, is he still in town? Is his injury season ending, or?
I haven't heard anything about him leaving.
I don't think he's yet fit, though, completely.
Right, okay.
I don't think he's fully... he's not available. I guess if he's available, he probably comes in Sikandar Raza's place, because Sikandar Raza's had 2 games, but we haven't seen him.
He has, and he bowls a little bit as well. But Liam Livingstone has that big hitting. There's a fear about Livingstone. That
How
the
much
game's
big
not
hitting
over.
do they need? They've got Jitesh, they've got Ashutosh, they've got Shashank, they got Liam
You
Livingstone.
see, Ashutosh and Shashank have come in after Livingstone went out. So maybe there's that bonus there.
Yeah.
They would probably not have needed them if Livingstone was playing.
Oh, another guy.
But I love the way Ashutosh bats, man. If the handle was longer, he'd hold the bat even deeper. He grips it like a sword. It's there. I don't think he needs a left hand at all. He just grips it like that with the right hand.
We're talking about keeper batters. Jitesh Sharma is somebody who had made his debut for India in the last 12 months on the back of an IPL very, very impressed, where he impressed a lot. But this season has not been as much. We'd like to see more from him tomorrow, because we've seen his capability. He can hit the ball.
Yeah, and that wicket up there, well, I think that ground and just the momentum that they'll be trying to instill up there. I think I reflect on my time at Kings 11. You talk about them being a bit inconsistent, unpredictable.
Yeah.
I think even back through my time there, we were a bit the same. On again, off again, it was hard. So they do need to find, whether it's Jitesh or as a unit, find a way to get that home crowd. And it's a new venue again, which might take some teething problems to settle in, but find a way to get that engagement of the local supporters and make it a challenging fortress, if you want, for other teams to come to.
You used a good word about Punjab, Rocky. Because every second kid in Punjab, his nickname is Rocky.
Correct. And everybody's ready to box you at any time. It's proper Rocky.
But they've had a decent run, They're 5-6 points from 5 games. They're not quite, but they lose another one suddenly, or 6 from 6. You don't know where you're going.
Yeah. Well, a player to watch out for from each team. Harsha, we'll start with you. We can start with Punjab.
I thought I might say Josh Butler after that 100 I saw him make. He didn't last game because Rashid Khan is there, and there's something in the contract. Butler doesn't score against Rashid. But Sanju Samson is batting beautifully.
Okay, Sanju Samson for
Sanju's
Rajasthan.
my player to watch for.
All right, for you, Gilly?
For Rajasthan?
Yeah. For Punjab? For Rajasthan, sorry.
For Rajasthan, I'm going with the left-handed opener, funnily enough, Jaiswal. I think he's just what I saw in the last outing was just a couple of those punches through the offside, square of the wicket.
There's
getting
two
that
legends
timing
that
right.
like Jaiswal. Brian Lara loves Jaiswal. Now Gilly likes Jaiswal.
There's apparently some left-handers club that they're all members of, so we're not.
Except the compliments, everything about them is left-handed.
Yeah, that's true. And for the other team, for Punjab, player to watch out for.
Punjab. I hope there's some bounce on that track, because if there is, Rabada looks very good. He just needs that little moment of luck. He's actually bowled very well this year. So I'd like to see Rabada take on Butler and Jaiswal. And that'll be a really good opener. So I'm going Kagiso Rabada.
Okay, they'll open the bowling with him. They opened in the last game, so they could give him the new ball, and then he could rattle some stumps.
Yeah, well, if there's a bit of pace and bounce in that track, I think a bloke that might like it will be Johnny Bairstow. Just the ball coming on into the bat.
Too.
I think he's well overdue. He is a hot and cold player throughout his career. There's no denying that. But if you can get the motor running on a nice track that's just got a bit of consistency, that could be tomorrow could be the breakthrough moment for him for this tournament.
I've seen him a lot this year through the test matches and all, just to use the parallel we had with Fraser McGurk. Bairstow this has been just stopped. He's got the quickest 20s, 25 he stopped.
Yeah.
There was a speed governor on that bus. It cut off when it hit
just stopped.
30. Yeah. Engine just cut off when it hit 30. All right, the implications of this game on the two teams. We'll look at the points table and then you'll realize how important it is for who. Rajasthan will want to win this and consolidate their position at the top of the table. But if they win tomorrow, they're at 10 points in 6 games, and that's a runaway train that you'd find difficult to catch. That's a runaway train that's going to reach its platform 1 or 2, right? So
Absolutely, but they have a history of starting very well
and getting derailed.
suddenly getting derailed.
Yep.
So they don't want to they don't want to think we won for oops, now we've lost 2.
Yeah, Punjab's just got the 2 wins, so they need to win tomorrow as well. Otherwise, they get stuck near the bottom as well. So if they can win, they can get into what I like to call the middle muddle.